how's it going?
Hey, how's it going, man? You good?
Yep. How's everything going for you right now?
Yeah, it's good, man. It's a bit of a weird time, isn't it? Because obviously we're still in national lockdown, so none of the gyms are open at the moment. So luckily, I'm still working. I'm still filming on the show that I'm currently on at the moment. So that's a bit of a blessing. But yeah, it's apart from all that shit, man, it's good.
Yeah, what show are you currently working on right now?
So it's a UK soap called Hollyoaks it's been around for about 25 years now. Um, but yeah, it's good, man. I've been on there about 3 years. I've probably got another
Mhm.
year on my contract there. And then who knows, man? We'll see where life takes us.
How much has life changed on the set of Hollyoaks?
Oh, wait there. I've just realized I'm like upside down, aren't I? Yeah, man. Sorry, I've got the camera all wrong. Wait,
Oh, you're good. You're good.
wait there we go. That might be a bit better. Sorry, say again, what was your question?
So like how much has life on the set changed, with COVID coming in last year?
Oh god, it's so different. It's so different. So now we all have to be 2 meters apart. Everyone has to wear masks at all times, whether you're on set, inside or outside. Traveling through the building. When you first arrive, you get your temperature checked.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's not like there's no extras or anything like that. So.
Hmm. And to describe your 2020 on a scale of 1 to 10, how was your 2020?
Uh, you know what, Matt? Compared to a lot of people, I think it wasn't too bad because even though the first national lockdown that we had, I wasn't working. When it got to the middle of the year, when a lot of people were still not working, we went back to filming. So I'm not going to complain too much because there's a lot of people that had a lot worse of a 2020 than I did. So um, yeah, it wasn't too bad, man. It could have been worse.
Hmm. And I believe you're on your last week of your transformation program. Is this your last week?
Yeah, man. Week 6 of the 6 week transformation that I decided to put together.
Hmm. How hard has it been, and how satisfied are you with your transformation since the 6 week period?
It's you know what it wasn't it was it's been difficult, man, because I've been like the training has been quite intense. It's been like 6 days a week, one rest day. Um, to be fair, the diet hasn't been too bad because I could pretty much eat whatever I wanted in terms of like I haven't been counting calories or anything. It's just been healthy meals, small portions, cutting out like the crap like sugar, bread, not drinking too much milk, plenty of water, but just lots of training, man. But like more than the physical side of anything, it's about trying to get my like the mental aspect of it right as well.
Mhm.
So like I was at a bit of a point where I'd put a lot of weight on. I wasn't unhappy, but I was carrying about an extra 2 stone than I usually would, and yeah, I just kind of decided that like I was ignoring a lot of things in like my personal life that I probably should have been attending to, and I decided to just like get my mind, get my body right, and I'm flying, bro. It's going well.
Awesome. And you said that the gyms are closed. Do you have your own home gym, or like what's the setup that you've had for working out?
Oh god, man, it's been difficult. So I've been you generally most nights I'll go to a park. There's a park not too far from where I live called Sefton Park, and it's about the track that I run is about 5K. So I'll do a fast 5K, and then they've got pull-up bars in the park. So then I'll go there and I'll take my kettlebells with me. I've got two 16-kilogram kettlebells. And then I'll go and do a circuit with like pull-ups, push-ups, bodyweight squats, kettlebell circuits, and I'll be there for. I try and keep it to an hour for the whole workout so that it's not too long and I'm not out in the cold too long. But I'm still like, and it's an intense hour while you're out there, man. Like last night, it was 0 degrees and it was snowing while we were out there, and like another guy decided to join me. And yeah, man, we got it in for an hour in the park in the snow, and we were soaking wet, but afterwards we felt great. So it's all about that aspect of all those things that you don't want to do in your life that you know you need to get done. No matter how uncomfortable it is, no matter how many other things you've got going on in your life, if you promise yourself you're going to get a workout done, even if it's going to be snowing and it's going to be cold, you go and get it done.
Yeah. And I'm probably gonna mess up this pronunciation, but you train at Team Kaobon, right? How
Yeah,
do you pronounce it?
yeah, Team Kaobon, man. Yeah.
Kaobon, got it. And then you work with, I think, with the athletes there. It's Tom Aspinall, UFC fighter, Darren Till, UFC middleweight contender. Who are some of the people that you train with at Team Kaobon? Kaobon?
The other UFC fighter that's on the roster is Mike Grundy.
Oh
Um,
yeah, Mike Grundy.
yeah, yeah, man. So it's one of the best gyms in Europe, honestly. Like, so I started training Muay Thai probably about, oh God, how long was it? About 12 years ago. When the gym was like, it'd been going for a while, but I started training under the head coach Colin Heron about 12 years ago, Muay Thai, and then about 4-5 years ago, something like that, I got into Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
Hmm.
But since I've, sorry man, just the phone just cut out.
Oh,
Oh
you're good.
yeah, since I've been there, man, I've seen the gym go from strength to strength. The quality of the fighters that they produce there and the training they do is just insane. Like, I've got nothing but the utmost respect for all the fighters that train there. Like, the level that they train at and compete at is just unbelievable.
Hmm. Would you say that you're more dangerous on the feet or on the ground right now?
Probably on the ground right now, man, because I haven't really done any striking for about a year. I've hit some pads and some mitts and stuff like here and there, but nothing serious. Like, a lot of my training at the moment has just been focused on the ground game. I recently got my blue belt, which was a nice little surprise for me. But I'd competed loads at white belt and won quite a few competitions, gold in gi and no gi. Um, and I'm looking forward to when everything opens up again, man, and the competitions are back on, and I can get back out there and compete at blue belt.
Hmm. And I know you haven't worked your striking in about a year, but you know, 2020 was kind of like a year for like celebrity boxing, and then even 2021, it's like, would you ever consider maybe doing a boxing match against another like movie star or like something like that?
Yeah, man, get me in against Jake Paul. I want that money, man. Get me in. Yeah, 100%. I'd be up for anything, man. I love it. I love a scrap. I mean, I say I love a scrap, but when the sparring's on, I tend to try and stay away from people like Darren Till and Tom Aspinall. Yeah, you see them looking for the next partner, and you go, oh, I don't know whether I want to go and spar with them, but yeah, man, I'm up for the scrap with anyone. So, yeah, I'd definitely take that up in the future.
Hmm. What's your weight at? How much do you currently weigh?
At the moment, I'm probably about 81, 82 kilograms. At the start of my transformation, I think I got all the way up to about 94, 95 kilograms. And that was out of shape as well, man. And that's been within 6 weeks. I've lost all that weight. So I'm feeling a lot better now.
Yeah, and I've heard stories about Colin Heron. Darren Till, I think Darren Till says that Colin is the only guy he's scared of in the world. Do you kind of get the same vibe from Colin?
Yeah, man, I would not mess with Colin Heron. He's like a serious old school, like martial arts. You show your respect to him. Like, I've been going there for years now, and you know, it's nice if he like acknowledges you when you walk through the door. You know what I mean? Like, you show that respect to him. He's your coach. And yeah, all you can tell all the fighters have like the utmost respect for him. So he's a man to be respected and feared, but he's one of the best coaches in the world.
For sure, 100%. And I want to talk about Darren Till too. Yesterday he went on Instagram Live and he had to run in with a cop because he didn't have his mask on. Did you hear anything about that?
I saw it, man. I saw the Instagram live, and then I saw his videos that he's done after it. It's you know, it's such a weird time, man. Like, whether you agree with the policies or not that are going on, I think everyone's under a lot of stress. Me personally, I think the police are being a little bit too forceful with the you know, the rules and stuff. I mean, it's not too bad, but then you see videos of the police breaking into homes in different places in the country, accusing people of having more than one person in that, or like, you know, people from outside their household there. But again, man, it depends on the individual police officer. You know, you're going to get some really good police officers who are doing good work. and then you're going to get some people that you're just going to butt heads with and you're not going to agree with. And I think in that video as well, there were two officers, and he was saying that one of them was okay, but the other one, I think he called him a bit of a bully boy.
Bully boy.
Yeah, bully boy, man.
And
So
the Muppet. I love the Muppet part.
yeah, yeah, Muppet man. It was, you know, as I said, man, everyone's stressed. Everyone's just trying to get by during these times. So,
What's your favorite phrase to use? Like, what's your favorite, like, like in that case, you call him bully boy, but if you were in that position, what would you call the cops? Like, what names would you have for them?
uh, I mean, I don't know if they say it in America, but like you'd probably say that the guy who was trying to give him a fine might have been a job's worth. Like, but yeah, man. To be fair, if you were going to call someone like you're going to call him anything, I think a Muppet is quite is quite a good insult, man. Like, I think I'd stick with Muppet. It's quite a Scouse thing that as well from Liverpool. If you call someone a Muppet.
So I just want to know, where are you from?
So I'm from Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah, man. I haven't quite got as strong an accent as Darren Till, but yeah, I'm from Liverpool, man.
Are you currently on set in Liverpool, or is it somewhere else?
No, I'm chilling at home now. I was on set earlier today, and I'm back filming again tomorrow, and Saturday as well. So, as I said, I'm blessed. There's not a lot of people that can work at the moment, so I count myself lucky that I can still carry on filming, doing the job that I love. So it's good, man.
hmm And I guess going to your childhood now, you grew up in Liverpool. What things at a young age like inspired you to be like a professional actor? Like, and what age did you consider like, hey, maybe like I'll be an actor for a living? Like, when did you have that realization?
It came to me late, to be honest. I didn't get into acting until I was about 21. Before that, I'd done loads of other things. Like even from a young age, though, I'd always enjoyed performing. So I started playing guitar when I was about 14, and I played in different bands right the way up until I was 19, 20. And then when my band that I was in split up, there was a bit of a hole there. And I've got a bit of a crazy story, actually, man. So I got into acting because, and this sounds like a bit of a bullshit story, but it's not, trust me. One night, I had a dream where I was an actor on the set of a film.
hmm
And I literally woke up the next day and I was like, that was pretty fucking cool, man. I think I'm gonna go and I think I'm gonna go and try and find an acting class. And the moment I walked into my first acting class, I was like, oh, this is what I was meant to be doing with my life. And I just knew straight away that was the path I was meant to take. And then oh God, it took me 8 years of going to like night classes twice a week before I got a decent break. So,
hmm
like, I mean, that's a big part of the transformation program in terms of mindset as well, because everything that I've ever done in life, I've only ever achieved success when I've disciplined myself and worked hard at whatever it is that I want to achieve. But like, whatever you want to do, if you're willing to put the time and the effort into it, you can get where you need to be.
For sure. And I want to know about your band. What was the name of it?
It was called Obsolete, and
Nice.
they did become obsolete, man. Yeah, they just like we broke up, man. There was I think everyone just kind of grew apart because we've been playing together since we were 14, and we got to 19 and 20, and some of us went to university, and yeah, everyone just kind of grew apart a little bit.
Was it like a bad breakup, or do you still talk to the guys?
Yeah, one of the guys is still one of my best mates. Um, but yeah, everyone's like kind of grown up and got families or moved to different parts of the country and stuff. So you never know, man. Maybe like 5 years time we'll do a reunion gig or like a bit of a jam or something like that.
Awesome, awesome. And like, were you the lead singer, or I'm guessing you were the guitarist, right?
Yeah, man, lead guitarist. Yeah, I haven't played for a while, but like for some reason, just recently, I've been feeling a little bit like picking up the guitar again. Um, I think there's a guy watching actually called Dan Brown, and he does jujitsu with me, and he plays drums. And he messaged me before and said that we should get together and have a jam. So you never know, Dan. We should get together and whack out a few tunes.
And like in alternate universe, would you be or like if you weren't an actor, what would you be? Maybe like a fighter, a musician? Like what route would you take in life if you weren't an actor?
Uh, Probably either a musician or an athlete. Like, if I'm being completely honest, one of the reasons why I like jiu-jitsu is because you've got all the technical aspects of it, and it's athletic, and I train like an athlete. But if I'm being 100% honest, in terms of living the fighter's lifestyle, I don't think that would be for me, man. I love training and I love sparring, and I don't mind getting into a scrap. But the idea of doing that I've got like the utmost admiration for anyone who's willing to step in a cage and make money and support their families doing it that way. You know what I mean? So I don't think I could probably be a fighter, but I could definitely be an athlete, some kind of sport or musician.
Hmm. And like, I would guess that you're a UFC fan. Like, how much time do you like actually spend watching UFC cards on the weekends?
Oh yeah, most weekends, man. Whenever I can, I'll try and watch the UFC. Like the last UFC card, Holloway and Qatar was so unbelievable. It was one of the best
Hmm.
fights I've seen in so long. Holloway looked on fire.
Yeah. And you know, Max Holloway said that he was the best boxer in the UFC. Would you agree with that?
I don't know about best boxer in the UFC. He was sick. He was good. He was really good. And like the fact, highlight reel stuff, like shouting at DC while he's commentating and throwing the right and slipping and moving. It was just unbelievable highlight stuff. I don't know, man. You know what's going to be interesting to see if he rematches Conor, because like
Yeah.
Conor said, hasn't he, bro, that he's like Holloway could be in line after a performance like that. So it'd be interesting. I'd like to see how their boxing would match up. I think Connor's too big for him though now, personally. But it'd be interesting to see.
Hmm. For sure. And you know, with Max Holloway, when he went up to 155 upper weight class to fight Dustin Poirier, you know, I think the weight showed itself where it's like he didn't have as much power going up to weight class. But I also want to get your thoughts on this weekend's main event between Poirier and McGregor. What's your Mystic Mac prediction for how that fight goes?
I don't, oh God. You know what? I'm gonna stick with Conor. Actually, I'm gonna say first round knockout by Conor. And that, you know what? And the only reason I say that is because when he was going to fight Cerrone, I thought that fight was going to be dragged out. I thought that was going to be like 3-4 rounds before we saw some like big action. And the speed that he just took Cerrone out with, I was just shocked. So like seeing on his Instagram how motivated he is, how much he's training, I think that, yeah, man, I think first round knockout from Conor.
Gotcha, gotcha. And yeah, he predicts 60 seconds. So, I mean, that would be an amazing knockout to get in under a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it'd be another highlight reel, wouldn't it?
Hmm. And, you know, being a fight fan from all the way in England overseas, you guys have to stay up really late for the cards. What's the latest you've stayed up for a UFC card?
Oh, like 5 in the morning to watch.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. Like sometimes you have to stay up till like. Well, it depends. It depends if you're just interested in the main event. So sometimes I'll set an alarm, and if it depends on what the prelims are like and stuff like that. Maybe I'll sleep from like 11 o'clock till 2, and then get up and watch the rest of the fights. Watch the main card. But yeah, about 5 in the morning is usually the main cards that we have to get up for.
Yeah. With the fights in the US, we always have it good, and yeah, I feel like we take it for granted almost. But I respect, all the English fans and all of the people from all over the world who have to like stay up until 5 a.m., 6 a.m. to watch the fights for
Yeah,
sure.
man, you've got it lucky. You've got it. You guys get to watch it at a reasonable time. So.
Hmm. And just talking about like other locations, what's your favorite set location that you've traveled to while on set?
The best place I've ever filmed so far has been Romania. Uh,
Romania.
yeah, man. I did there was an old series called The Saint that was made in the 70s. And trying to think of the production company's name. It was Brillstein Entertainment. Anyway, they bought the rights to remake The Saint into like a TV film. And
Hmm.
it was like one of my first paid acting jobs. I got to play a younger version in the flashbacks of the main bad guy, um,
Yeah.
which was sick, man. So like they flew us out to Romania, and funnily enough, while we were in Romania, there was like me, another older actor, and we had a young 14-year-old new actor with us, he's actually ended up going on to be the lead in Netflix's A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was like the lead guy in that, the young guy. But it was before he got that, and we were in Romania, and we went to this restaurant, and we had this incredible meal. But as we stepped out, man, we stepped out into like about 100,000, 200,000 people protesting against the government, and there were riot police everywhere. And when we'd gone into the restaurant, it was just dead. So we stepped out into the middle of it, looked like a war zone, because everyone was just like holding these banners and shouting and screaming. We were like, oh shit, we've got to get this young guy out of here now before he like gets hurt or anything, because we'd taken him to this restaurant. So it was just an amazing experience to go and see like a different go to a different city, different place of the world, and experience their culture.
Mm-hmm. And you talked about how, you had a vision at like 21 years old that you're going to be on the big screen. What are some inspirations that might have led you to that? Like, who do you look up to as an actor?
I think when I first started out, it was Tom Hardy was like my big inspiration. Yeah,
Same.
especially when I watched, like, because I've trained like martial arts for a while, and I remember watching Warrior.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
#1 favorite movie, man.
Yeah, it's such a sick film, man. And yeah, I watched that and I was like, okay, Tom Hardy's the man. His acting was on point, and the fighting was on point. I was like, if I could be in anything and be like anyone, when I first started out, I wanted to be like Tom Hardy. So, but then as I've grown as an actor and as a person, there's loads of people that inspire me now. Absolutely loads. Trying to think if there's anyone I've watched recently. I started rewatching Breaking Bad, man, with Aaron Paul.
Nice. Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah, man, he's so good in that. He's just incredible. So yeah, he's been a bit of an inspiration recently for me.
I have to ask, what's your favorite movie?
Probably say, you know what? I watched Interstellar the other day.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's right up there, Interstellar. But it changes because I do this with music as well. If I like something, I'll literally watch it or listen to it to death until I don't like it anymore. Like there was a song I was listening to the other day, man, and I had it on repeat for 3 days straight, and now I can't listen to it anymore.
What song was it?
Oh God, what was the guy's name? For 3 days straight, you'd think I'd know the name of the song, wouldn't you? I think that was it. It was Chris Stapleton. It was a Chris Stapleton song, and like I love all of his stuff, but this one song. Oh God, what was the name of the song? It was something like The Devil something, but I listened to it non-stop for like 3 days, man. I was like listening to it while I was running around the park. I had it on repeat, and it got to a point where I was just like, I was like, I can't listen.
And
to it anymore.
Gotcha. And if you ever stepped into the ring or the cage, against a guy like Jake Paul, I don't even know. What would your walkout song be?
Oh God, you got to pick a good walkout song, man. It's got to be a good one.
You can't go wrong with Sweet Caroline for sure.
Yeah, I feel like training out the same gym as Darren Till, though, he might have something to say about me stealing his song. I'd probably go with "Mama Said Knock You Out" by LL Cool J.
Nice, that's a great pick.
Yeah,
and and going into 2021, just hopefully it's not that bad of a year as 2020. But what are some of your goals for this year going forward?
So this transformation program that I'm putting together is going to be completed in the next week or two. So I just want to get that out there. And for more than anything else, I've noticed like the big thing with the lockdown is that people are suffering with their mental health. And that's because with everywhere being closed, no one's really got any structure to their life. So the 6-week transformation will help people put a bit of structure into their life where they haven't got any at the moment. So I'm hoping that apart from helping me out a little bit, if it sells well, then it will help other people with their mental health and their physical health during this lockdown. But for the rest of the year, man, I think I think I just want to see out the rest of the year on the show that I'm currently on, see out my contract, doing the best possible work that I can, and yeah, and gear up towards moving on to bigger and better things in the future.
Awesome. That's amazing to hear. I think that's all the questions I have. I just want to thank you again for the time and the opportunity to talk to you. Is there anything that you want to say out there to the fans out there watching?
No, man, I suppose give MMA Ireland a follow.
Hey, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Adam. I
No,
appreciate
it's
it.
been good, man. Cheers. Thanks very much.